Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're interested in beekeeping or just getting started, you've come to the right place. In today's video, we're diving into the basics of beekeeping, a beginner's guide that will cover the essentials you need to start your journey raising honeybees. Whether you're thinking about beekeeping or are ready to take the plunge, there are a few key things you need to know before you start. I'll walk you through the must-have equipment, some tips for setting up your first hive, and what to expect as you begin working with bees. For beginners, I recommend starting with a national hive or a Langstroth hive. These two are very popular, which means it's easy to find advice, equipment, and replacement parts when you need them. Now, let's break down the key components of a hive. First, you've got the roof, which protects the hive from rain and bad weather. Below that is the crown board. It lets you check on your bees without fully opening the hive and disturbing them. Next is the honey super, where the bees store their honey, and that's what you'll be harvesting. The brood box is the heart of the hive, where the queen lays her eggs and the colony raises its young. And don't forget the queen excluder, which keeps the queen from entering the honey super, making sure your honey stays free of brood. Understanding these basic parts will help you take better care of your bees and manage your hive successfully. Next up, let's talk about protection. You're definitely going to need a bee suit. When I first started, I wore a full suit, and I highly recommend that for beginners. A full bee suit covers everything, your head, arms, legs, and gives you the best protection, really minimizing the chances of getting stung. However, as you gain more confidence and experience, you might switch to something lighter like I have. Now, I use a bee jacket paired with thick jeans. Let's break down the pros and cons of each. A full suit offers maximum protection, but it can get hot and uncomfortable. On the other hand, a bee jacket is lighter and more breathable, making it a great choice for quick inspections or when it's hot outside. Ultimately, it's about finding what makes you feel safe and comfortable as you work with your bees. Next, let's talk about gloves. If you're just starting out, full-length gloves are your best option. They provide maximum coverage, which is especially useful if you're working with more defensive bees. When it comes to material, leather gloves are durable and tough, but they can be a bit stiff, making delicate tasks more difficult. On the other hand, nitrile gloves offer much better dexterity, which is great for handling smaller tasks, but they don't give you as much protection. And of course, don't forget about your hive tool. This will quickly become your best friend when it comes to prying apart frames or scraping off excess wax. I recommend starting with a basic flat or J-hook tool, simple but effective. You can always upgrade to something fancier later on. One of the most essential tools in your kit is the smoker. Bees interpret smoke as a signal to prepare for evacuation. So when they sense it, they fill up on honey and become calmer. You can use materials like pine needles, twigs, or wood pellets to create cool, long-lasting smoke. Just remember, don't overdo it. Sometimes, if your bees are already calm, you might not even need to use the smoker at all. It's all about reading the situation and using it only when necessary. Now that you've got your gear, let's set up your hive. Start by choosing a sunny spot that's sheltered from strong winds. Be sure to raise the hive off the ground using a stand. This helps protect it from moisture and keeps predators at bay. When assembling your hive, place the brood box at the bottom, add the honey super on top, and finish it off with the roof. The easiest way to get started is by purchasing a nucleus colony, or nuke. Comes with a queen, workers, and a few frames of honey. Simply transfer the frames into your hive in the same arrangement they were in the nuke. After that, place the crown board and the lid on top, and your hive will be ready. Once your bees are settled in, you'll want to inspect the hive every 7 to 10 days. During these checks, look for healthy brood patterns, honey production, and any signs of pests. Also, don't forget to add more honey supers when the brood box is about 70 to 80% full to give your bees plenty of space. When it's time to harvest honey, make sure at least 80 to 90% of the honey cells are capped before extracting. You can use a honey extractor or try the crush and strain method. And that wraps up today's beginner's guide to beekeeping. If you found this helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more beekeeping tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and happy beekeeping!